I was gonna ask you a different question.
Go for it.
Another one. Very simple. This guy's really shaking.
He's sweating, bro.
He's sweating, man.
Oh, no.
Obviously, it's your boy Mr. CV. I'm back and back again. Obviously, you see me dressing differently because it's a new video. It's something different. I have two different people as well with me. Obviously, you know Empty Breeze. You know
Grady.
Okay.
No?
I've never.
Grado? Should I try a different? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I've never heard that name before.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I've never. Sorry, apologies. Just to get you started, yeah, I've got these two for you. Have a listen, take it in, and sip it, drink it, and then eat it. Do you know a stingy boyfriend is another man's ATM?
Mr. CV!
Hey, let me finish you off with this one. This is for a lot of you girls out there. You expect your boyfriend to be rich at 30, while your dad is broke at 60.
Mr. CV! Hey!
Listen, let me get into the video again. Let's start. This video is about your purpose. Because a lot of you don't know your purpose. You're just living on earth without no purpose. But it's time for you to start thinking about your purpose. But we're going to help you in that journey. Because we're going to discuss our purposes. And after this video, I want you to think about your purpose. And start discovering yourself. Doesn't matter what age you are, you can still think about your purpose. So let's start with us. What's my purpose? Obviously, you know I'm Mr. CV. So I'm not going to start with me. I'm going to start with them. Because they're my video. What's your purpose?
My purpose? I think I'm still trying to look for it, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So where are we going to find it, on Google?
I'm just trying new things out, seeing what sticks to me at the moment. And obviously, like, I still got time ahead of me. I'm still a bit young, so...
Yeah, 100%. There's no rush in terms of, obviously, your purpose and stuff. Obviously, is a case where you got to experiment different things. Definitely. Coming on to me, I think, obviously, my purpose is to try and, obviously, help as much people as I can. Obviously, within my space. I'm not going to say I'm Batman or Superman or a prophet or anything, but any little ways I can help people. But I think within our community, as black community, or just as people in general, we believe that if we're not giving people money as helping them, we tend to believe that other people, we haven't helped someone, or other people think they haven't helped us. And I think that's a problem, because helping someone doesn't have to be giving them money. It can be obviously helping them just in terms of giving them knowledge or resources to be able to achieve. That's also help.
Yeah, like pointing them the right way.
Exactly, pointing them in the right direction.
Giving them a job as well.
Exactly, giving them a job. Or not even giving them a job, but giving them information to access a job.
That's it.
Because you mentioned a quote, you said, why?
Oh yeah, if you give a fish to a man, you feed him for a day. But if you teach him how to fish, you feed him for life.
The reason why I brought this conversation about purpose up here was because a friend of mine was in a shopping centre or somewhere, and someone came up to them, started talking about their religion, and then they asked them this question about what their purpose was. And from that day, that person started to think about what their purpose was. And when she asked me, I started to think about what my purpose was. What would you say your purpose is?
A good question. I think my purpose has stages in life. Obviously, I'm still loading, but definitely it's
still loading. Must turn into a bullet.
You know that? That one definitely has stages, because like it changes every time. I'm at that position where like I'm just trying to help people to be disciplined as much as being motivated with anything you do. And that could be through like my work ethic, through whatever I do, such as me doing music or me doing whatever I love doing.
How do you think people can start to discover their purpose in life? What do you think they can do to help them discover their purpose?
Obviously, it takes time. I'd say try as many hobbies, like step out of your comfort zone as much as possible. Because obviously, like the moment you're born, you're not like given the purpose, you know, like you start to develop down the line, you know what I mean?
You were talking about your friend, they were talking about their purposes and stuff.
Yeah, so my friend's going through a rough time at the moment, so it's causing them to have a negative view towards life, and saying, oh, there's no purpose, things are going terrible at the moment. And I decided to give my opinion and my view on life. Life is neither like good or bad, it's just like what you make of it. And people be like, oh, my life is terrible, but when you think about it, it comes down to like your willingness to improve and your general attitude towards life. Obviously, you lot are talking about purposes. I think objectively, like, there is no purpose, but like, there's beauty in that. If like blissful ignorance.
When you say there is no purpose, that's a strong statement, because depending on if you're like a religious person and stuff,
ooh, yeah,
then obviously you can also take it from that angle, that obviously as a religious person you also have a purpose on earth, which your purpose could be serve God and obviously be a good person. So on that part, yes, there is a purpose. But if you're maybe like an atheist, like you don't believe in a religion, you might just say there is no purpose, like you just want to just live your life.
100%.
So is there a purpose? Is there no purpose?
I think it definitely, if you put it in context, we can definitely really summarize it, because really good example, like you said, religion. People who dwell in the house of God, you know, that's a purpose for them, to live for God, you know. They feel like they're breathing because they've got the free will of God or whoever they believe in. And then there's the side of the atheist. At the end of the day, it's what you make life come to, you know. Sometimes it could be the value of what you grow into. If it's money that you feel like it's the purpose life is, then money could be a big thing as well. So I mean, again, it really depends how you look at it as well. And there's pacifism as well, which people believe when they only have it in front of them. If they see things growing for them, then that's what they would say is a value, you know. But again, very big. You know?
See, now that you say that you bring religion into the topic, that's makes it more interesting, because like, say you're put on this earth and the greater being, God, already has a plan for you.
That's it.
The way I'm thinking of it, it's like you're put here and you find it out by yourself. Obviously, like, you go through life and then you clock on like, oh, that's my purpose. Like through various experiences or trying out new things, like stepping out of your comfort zone. I also advise people to step out their comfort zone, especially if you're young as well. Actually, any age, like, it's never too late.
I've got a tricky question for you guys.
Go for it.
Tricky question. Because me, my questions are always simple, but the answer is hard to find. The question is this: you was talking about God or greater being having a purpose for you. So technically, it's destined what your purpose is. So if it's destined what your purpose is, what's the point of finding your purpose? If your purpose has already been destined for you.
Well, that's the whole point of you being brought to birth. The whole point is you finding it. It's already in front of you.
If it's in front of you already, technically you don't really have a purpose then, because the purpose has already been written for you.
It's been written, but it's not been acted upon. This is the reason why you are born today. You are going to do what you believe God has put you on earth to do.
Yeah, but
it's been written.
Then technically that's not your purpose. That's God's purpose for you.
Again, there's
I told you. I told you. My questions is very easy, but the answers, is $1 million answer.
It comes to the case where, like, you rather choose God's purpose. People who, within whatever religion they're in, will choose what God has for them, because obviously they believe that whatever vision God has for them is much more higher than what they believe they need to do on earth.
When it comes to destiny, I believe like fate is not like set in stone. You're your own person and you make your own destiny. Like, I know like that like counters what I said earlier, like what you said about it being destined. I was gonna say, if you're destined for something but you're not happy with it.
Another angle.
I feel like it depends on you. If you exalt in God, and it depends obviously with Muslim and Christianity, then it shouldn't matter on your purpose. Your purpose is what you feel like God is is letting you know, depending on if he's close to you, to actually speak with you. Most of the time, many people do prayers and God doesn't answer back, you know. At the end of the day, then they start to understand, maybe he's testing me as well with another way. God's purpose, probably, most likely, in my way, I see it as probably the same purpose as what you're thinking as well. But the difference is, you just need to find it through people. This is why networking, like you say, is very good. Being with people, gathering, going to gatherings like mosque, churches, is developing you to enhance your relationship with God.
I actually like that point.
That's a good answer, man. To be honest with you, I can't. That's a very good answer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with it.
You didn't bring any answers. You kind of have to disagree with it. Obviously, this purpose is a case where, if you're a religious person, obviously, as a religious person, for most, they believe that God has already designed a pathway that suits them. And obviously a lot of people follow that similar pathway. And that is also fine. As I mentioned in the beginning, if you're an atheist as well, you might believe you have a different purpose, and that's not a problem. Whatever purpose that suits you, that you believe in, that's the best for you, you're fine to go with it. Some people might just decide as well, saying, okay, people have told me that this is the purpose that I should follow, and through discovery, through networking, through your ability and what you're good at, you find another purpose that I think is best for you. There is no problem in experimenting which one is best for you, and once you find the one that is best for you, stick at it. For that reason, I remain your boy, Mr. CV. Have a nice day. Have a nice day, and just enjoy whatever you're doing. We're gonna end up with another one again, another one of these magical quotes for you to remember. Some people don't wish you well. They expect you to fail so that they can use you as an example to discourage others. My friend, keep focused.
Ha! Mr. CV!
Woo! Alright, you ready, yeah?
Will you remember this?
Don't worry, man, I got it.
Yeah,
I got it. No, well, let me read it again. Some people don't wish you well. Don't worry, I got it. I got it.
Remember that, yeah?
Yeah. Just before we finish, I'm gonna end with this magical quote. Some people don't wish you well. They expect you to fail so that they can use you as a got it. Close that. Don't worry about that part. I got it.
You're close.
Let me finish you with this magical quote. Some people don't wish you well. They expect you to fail so that you can become a discouragement for others. Keep focused.
Mr. CV!
Have a nice day, man. Hey!